Okay, so we're back with the second part of the how to transition to natural video. All right, so without getting too technical, I want to continue with this conversation about shampoos. Okay, so this is something you're going to have to, as a natural or a person transitioning to natural, think about, I would say, now. Think about it now, and then you can always change things up later. But in terms of what products you begin to start to use, get some clarification about whether you think you want to use more all natural products on your hair, or whether you want to use like silicone, paraben, sulfate based products. Or, if it doesn't matter, you're willing to put those kind of products on your hair, you just want to know that up front because that will dictate the best shampoos for you to use. So if you're big chopping, or you've cut off all those relaxed ends and you know that you want to keep primarily only natural products on your hair, I would again suggest that you use the Terra Essentials Mud Wash Shampoo. Okay, you cannot use this if you are relaxed. Okay, so if you're transitioning, don't use this. But again, if you big chop or you cut the relaxed ends off, after transitioning for a little while, try this if you know you want to use all natural products on your hair. It is great. It is so moisturizing. It helps so much with detangling. It's really awesome. Okay, now if you decide I don't care what's in them products, I mean it doesn't bother you. You're good whether it has silicone in it or not, and that's fine. If you want to use a product like that, or if you're planning to use products like that, then I would suggest just getting a shampoo that is moisturizing, to your hair. So you want to make sure you have a moisturizing shampoo, and I would also make sure that you purchase a clarifying shampoo. Suave has a great daily clarifying shampoo. The reason you want to get a clarifying shampoo is because it will help you to remove those sulfates that you're adding to your hair with the other stuff you're using, right? Because if you're not using all natural stuff, that means when you wash your hair, it's not going to rinse off of your strands. You're going to have to get a clarifier to lift that stuff off of your hair. And it'll also help you from getting like product buildup. When you have product buildup, it can weigh your hair down. You can also see like flakes or what have you, or residue on your scalp. It's the equivalent of like soap scum on your skin, or soap scum in your shower. That like film. That's essentially what silicones and parabens, the ones that are you're not able to remove with water. That's what they leave on your hair. So to keep your hair um, from being extremely dry, you want to make sure that you are using something to lift that crap off, okay? So I don't mean to say crap, but that stuff off. So you want to think about that. Again, if you are planning to use mostly natural stuff, I would suggest the Terra Essentials. Or even Diva Curl has a low poo shampoo, or any shampoo that is sulfate free will be great for you. Okay. If you're not planning to stick to a natural, mostly organic regimen, then any moisturizing shampoo will work well, and just also make sure that you get a clarifying shampoo. Next thing you want to do is look for a conditioner. When it comes to your conditioners, again, if you're trying to stick to a mostly natural regimen for your hair, then I would suggest you try Tresemme Naturals. A lot of naturals like this product. It's really inexpensive. I want to say a big container like this is like $3.50, and this is a conditioner. It's pretty good. It has very good slip. Slip helps you to detangle your hair really easily. It's like oil, for instance. Like how oil, you'll slip on oil if you step on it. Well, imagine the same thing if you have a tangle. It'll allow those strands to slip through one another so that you don't get tangles. So it's a great product for that. I would definitely recommend that. If you don't care whether products have silicones in them or not, then I would highly recommend these next two. Aussie Moist, lots of natural love this shampoo. They find it to be extremely moisturizing. So I would definitely suggest that. Another product I would suggest is Herbal Essence, Herbal Essences. Hello Hydration. A lot of naturals love this as well. So that's a great one. And then also, this is another really nice one. Garnier Fruit Trees. When I was transitioning, I used this. I don't use it really now because just some of the things it has in it, it doesn't really go with my hair regimen really well. But my daughter still uses this. She's completely natural, but she uses products that has some silicones in them and stuff like this. These three moisturizers that I just told you guys about, they work really, really well. From a moisturizing perspective, and that's really what you want to have, especially if you're not doing an all natural thing, and you may have a little bit more challenge with getting moisture to penetrate your hair shaft. Okay, so those are really, really great. The other thing you want to make sure you have is a leave-in conditioner. Now, if you're staying away from, again, the sulfates and the parabens, all those chemicals, I would suggest that you at least try the Tresemme as a leave-in conditioner. A lot of naturals do this, use that. So you can try this, or you can try this product, which is Kinky Curly Not Today. This is a great detangler. So as while you're transitioning, if your hair is starting to grow and then get more tangled, because that's what's going to happen, because you have all this curl going on at your roots, and it's going to cause your ends to get tangled. This is a great product to help your hair to slip through those tangles, so it's much easier to detangle. I apologize, I'm losing some light in here, but this is a great, great detangler. Now, this is the same regimen you're going to use once you turn natural. So you can use this technique, you can use this regimen and these products while you're transitioning or whether you're natural. What I did was I began treating my hair as if it were natural while I was transitioning, so that I knew that I would be taking the best care possible of my new hair that was coming in toward my roots, because you'll want to keep that hair moisturized. So what I opted to do was to treat all of my hair as though it were natural, and it was actually really great for my relaxed ends because they were super moisturized. I didn't have any breakage, I didn't have any split ends, and those are things that can happen to you when you transition for a long period of time, but I didn't have any of that. And I attribute that to my making a decision early on to treat my hair as though it were already natural. Okay? So you want to get a good leave-in. Kinky Curly Not Today is a good one. Or you can also, and this is a good one whether you decide to use mostly natural products or, um, um, or silicone-based products. It doesn't make a difference. It's good either or. And also the Tresemme Natural, in terms of a leave-in conditioner, you can use that either or. So that's a great multi-purpose Tresemme Naturals. Great multi-purpose purchase for you to make because you don't want to spend a lot of money. So the suggestions I'm giving you are suggestions that I hope will be budget friendly, okay? All the products I'm mentioning are like between 89 cents and $5, okay? So very economical. The next thing you want to do is get some moisturizers in your cabinet. Now, and when I say moisturizers, like water is the ultimate moisturizer, so you can easily add water to your hair. When you put that water on your hair, you want to follow it up and make sure that you add an oil. You can use coconut oil, you can use avocado oil, you can extra virgin olive oil, you can use jojoba oil, almond oil, any light oil will do wonders in terms of adding additional moisture to your hair. You can also use that as a deep conditioner before you wash your hair. So it is like those are multi-purpose kind of purchases right there. But you want to use that to add some moisture to your hair. Or if you have decided that you don't, you want to use products or you don't mind using products that have silicones in them, then I would suggest that you try this product. This is Elasta's Olive and Mango Butter Moisturizer. Now, let's see. This says $5.49. You can get this at Walgreens for under $5. I got that at a beauty supply store, and sometimes some products at beauty supply stores are like $1 or more than you might find it at like a Walgreens, or at Walmart. So that is an awesome, awesome moisturizer. A lot of naturals really love that. Okay, so after you've put your moisturizer in, you want to put something on your hair that's going to seal the moisture in. Okay, my suggestion is that you use either a castor oil, just use it lightly, focusing on your ends, or you can use shea butter, which is, you can find that pretty much at any beauty supply store. You can find it at like African stores. You can find it at Whole Foods, I believe, also. Just a nice 100% natural shea butter. And you can get those pretty inexpensively as well. After that, you want to get a styler. So the styler is what's going to hold whatever style you decide to do. So if you decide to do a twist and curl or a braid out or flat twist or bantu knots, whatever it is you decide to do, you want to have a styler that will help you to hold, give your hair some hold. So a couple of good products for that is if you are staying kind of organic and natural, Kinky Curly Curling Custard. Now this is more on the expensive side, so think about this one. But it's the small container is $17.99. Okay, so that's my one high, expensive product. But you can also use Kiss My Face Upper Management Gel. Now this is a mid-hold gel. I love this. This is like one of my favorite gels in the world. And it doesn't flake. It's all natural, and it does give you a nice medium hold to your hair, so your hair won't be crunchy. So I would definitely suggest that. Or the other gel I would suggest is, don't laugh at me when you see the size of this thing. But it's Eco Styler Gel. I love Eco Styler Gel. Note the color, the red. They have a bunch of different types of Eco Styler Gel. There's the olive oil one, and that one, people are hit or miss with that. It worked okay for me actually while I was transitioning. When I was natural, when I was fully natural, I didn't necessarily like it as much. But it's a great gel. The one with the argan oil and the red cap on it, absolutely awesome. No, it's not dry. It doesn't flake. At least my experience is that it did not do any of that to me. If you're doing twists, you might want to try this product. And it's Organic Root Stimulator Twist and Lock Gel. This is awesome because it gives you a nice medium hold on your hair, but it's extremely moisturizing at the same time. I used that almost the entire time I transitioned. I love that product because, again, it has a great hold on it. It's extremely moisturizing. It leaves your hair so soft. And it does have some parabens in it, but they're water soluble, so you can wash them out. They're not like the kind that stay on your hair and you have to use a clarifier. They actually wash out. That's really good for twists. Shea Moisture. Turn this around because I'm running out of time. Shea Moisture Curl Enhancing Smoothie. Another good option for you. And then they also have a curl milk, Shea Moisture Curl Milk, that other folks really like to use as well for like twists and stuff like that. So that's all you need. You don't have to buy all these products. Pick one product, one cleanser, one conditioner, one moisturizer, sealant, and one styler. Start there, see how you like it, and enjoy your journey. All right, hope this was helpful. Bye-bye.